Governor Muhammad Umar Bago has temporarily banned the sale and distribution of food items and other farm produce in Niger to other states in Nigeria. The declaration by the governor on Thursday followed the growing hunger experience in Niger and the country at large, occasioned by the rising inflation, removal of petrol subsidy, floating of the naira, and insecurity under President Bola Tinubu's government. Mr. Bago said trucks who come to pack or buy foodstuffs from our villages in bulk should be halted for now. We have stopped mass purchases from our local markets in all local governments from now henceforth until further notice. The Niger governor added, anybody found doing that, we have given security agencies the go-ahead to confiscate those trucks and share the food with the people. The governor's move is geared towards having enough food and farm produce for residents in the state to address the hunger and poverty ravaging the state. Meanwhile, Mr. Tinubu has directed the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to release about 42,000 metric tons of grain, including maize, millet, and gari. Similarly, the Rice Millers Association of Nigeria also committed to immediately releasing over 60,000 metric tons of rice to the public. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this after the meeting of the Presidential Committee on Emergency Food Intervention on Thursday in Abuja. He said these were immediate measures the federal government took to reduce the hardship faced by Nigerians who are made to bear the brunt of high food prices in the market. This will be made available, and we know that is enough to take Nigeria in the next couple of weeks, 1 month, 6 weeks, perhaps up to 2 months. Now, the whole idea of this is to crush the cost of these food items, and these are measures that will happen immediately. Now, the other item is that government is also looking at the possibility of, if it becomes absolutely necessary, and as interim measure, to also import some of these commodities immediately, so that these commodities can be made available to Nigerians, he said. Mr. Idris also said the ministry would invest massively in farming to boost production and fully exploit the country's food potential. He said the government would appeal to persons or groups to stop hoarding these products to maximize profits to the detriment of ordinary Nigerians. Government, of course, is also looking at all those who are hoarding these commodities, because actually these commodities are available in the stores of many traders. Government is appealing to them that they should open up these doors and make these commodities available in the interest of our nation. There is no point when the whole country is looking for this food, you are locking up these products where you will make more money, and then Nigerians suffer. Of course, the government will not fold its arms, the minister explained. He stressed that the government would also ensure that food continues to be accessible and affordable to Nigerians. This is an emergency situation. Every nation faces emergency situations. This is our own time to face these challenges, stated Mr. Idris. The president has directed that whatever it will take, food will be available to Nigerians at a cost that is also very reasonable. They're just deceiving themselves. What they said they are releasing, is it going to take care of 1% of the population? Is it going to do that? The same way, palliative, palliative. See the way they are saying it. Oh, in 1 minute, in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, or 2 months thereabouts, it will be sufficient. For how many people? You should also ban the exportation of Islamic terrorism from its region. I think this one is talking about the governor of Niger State. From its region and state to other states. While he's at it, as they hate Nigeria so much, they refuse to stop sponsoring Islamic terrorism. Is it not these same northerners that are mostly stopping farmers from going into their farm across the country? And anytime they are arrested, order from above will set them free again. Okay? When you see a video of Shesima totally ignored by the players yesterday, it was a Nigerian Joe Biden. The relationship between the states is symbolic. What Niger state governor is saying makes no sense. No state is an island. So oil producing states should also hold their oil as well. Bam. All this, are we buying from you? The fuel we use is imported. Each state generates revenue which can be channeled into agriculture if truly we know what we are doing. Why always wait for the north to produce what we eat in the south? If we all farm, there will be no shortage of food. Everybody cannot farm now. One governor will not be telling these people not to sell farm produce to other states. We need to wake up and face reality. Bago took the right step, or some people believe is the right step in the right direction. Your children are hungry and you are busy selling your farm products out. Nigeria should take good example from the governor of Niger State. One thing that really came to my mind was that they always talk about a farming. But the major problem is this bandits who are not allowing farmers to go to farm. They are not tackling that. When it comes to that, they are so reluctant. Because before now, if this issue of bandits who are always holding this thing hostage, farmers hostage, and they will be paying taxes to them, they are pretending as if they don't know what is happening. When some people are telling us that the farmers are paying, or some villages are paying taxes to bandits, these guys will be forming as if they are not aware. I think that's one of the reasons why we are having food shortage, because farmers can no longer go to their farms freely. Would they rely on eating their farm produce if they don't sell? Where would they get money to buy other things? They must sell to buy other things that are not produced in their area. Exactly. Without being biased, I like this brave and able governor. Let other governors also put their own people first. Some people don't even think some things holistically. You just think one-way traffic. And when it begins to bite now, you now begin to say, oh, I never thought it that way. If we follow the rising insecurity in Niger State, there's no way its food production will not fall. Add there's no imported expectational inflation arising from petroleum products price increases, and we have a perfect recipe for the situation in Niger. There is no evidence that governor's policy stand is backed up with the outcome of a relevant empirical study. It is more of a rule of the foreign policy. How then will the policy succeed? What is happening in Niger State is probably true countrywide. This is what is called resource control.